I never thought I'd say this sentence out loud, but here we are. Someone punched my grandmother in the face over a parking spot and then tried to blame her for it. And the best part? The only person who ended up in cuffs was the woman who threw the punch. But let me rewind, because the way this all unfolded, you'd think it was a movie script. My name's Marcus, mid-50s, semi-retired contractor with a sarcastic streak and a whole lot of loyalty to my family. My grandmother, Evelyn, she raised me after my parents passed in her early 70s, sharp as ever, and moves like she's part bionic. That woman could outwalk a 20-year-old if she had to. It all started at the parking lot of Briarwood Market right around noon, sunny day, no drama until drama showed up wearing perfume and a fake badge. We had just finished loading up a dozen cans of soup and some cleaning supplies into the trunk of my grandma's old sedan when this voice sliced through the air like a whip. "Excuse me, that's my parking spot." We both turned. There she was. Tall, stiff posture, bleach blonde hair sprayed into helmet formation, acrylic nails that looked like they could carve drywall. She had some sort of laminated badge clipped to her belt like she was important, one that said Oak Point Community Standards Committee. Grandma raised an eyebrow. "Ma'am, this is a grocery store parking lot. There are no assigned spots here." The woman, let's call her Denise, though I didn't know her name, then planted her feet and narrowed her eyes. "I'm documenting this violation. Older drivers are a known hazard, and our HOA takes these things very seriously." I almost laughed. "Lady, this isn't your subdivision. You don't own aisle 7. Denise ignored me. "People who can't park straight shouldn't be on the road." Then she pointed her phone right at Grandma's face. That was her mistake. Evelyn stepped back and said firmly, "Young lady, I don't like cameras in my face. You need to step back." Denise sneered. "Oh, are you threatening me, Granny?" Next thing I knew, her fist flew like a vulture dive-bombing prey. It connected with Grandma's jaw in a sharp, nasty arc. Gasps exploded around us. One guy shouted, "Whoa. What the hell?" Evelyn staggered back a step, touched her jaw, and glared at Denise like she was lining up a shot in a shooting range. "What is wrong with you?" she asked, eyes like steel. I stepped forward, trying to shield Evelyn. "Back off, lady." And that's when Denise flipped the script. She hit me first. She attacked me. She shrieked, all fake tears and trembles. By now, a crowd had gathered. Phones were up, recording. "You literally just punched an elderly woman in the face over a parking space," someone said. Denise hissed. She was crowding me. I felt threatened. Grandma scoffed. "Threatened? We were loading groceries. You're a danger to yourself, not just us." My wife, Liana, had just returned with a second cart. She rushed over, horrified. "Is Grandma okay?" Evelyn nodded, though her face was already swelling. "Bruised, not broken. But I'm damn tired of people like her." Denise pulled out her phone again. "I'm calling the police. She assaulted me." "Please do," Evelyn said. "I'd love a little chat." A few minutes later, a cruiser pulled up. 2 officers got out. Denise ran to them like a kid tattling in kindergarten. "She hit me. She's unstable." I feared for my safety. One officer came over to us. "Can you explain what happened?" Grandma stayed calm. "She punched me." "Ask the bystanders." Denise screeched over her. I felt cornered. "I'm just trying to enforce safety." The officer raised a brow. "Enforce safety how?" "By assaulting someone." Another bystander stepped up. "I've got the whole thing on video." She charged them. Denise's face blanched. "This is a setup." "Sure it is," Liana said. "You punched someone and screamed about HOA rules in a grocery store parking lot." The second officer asked Evelyn, "Ma'am, do you need medical attention?" "I've taken worse hits," she said, shrugging. "I'm retired law enforcement." Denise gawked. "You're a cop." 33 years, Grandma replied. "So if you want to lie under oath, sweetheart, good luck." Denise turned ghost white. She tried one last jab. "She twisted my arm." "That's assault." "She twisted your arm after you socked her in the face," I said. The officers exchanged a glance. "Ma'am," one of them said to Denise, "an HOA badge doesn't authorize you to use force." "I'll be pressing charges," she shrieked. "Great," Evelyn said. "So will I." Denise huffed, stuffed her phone into her purse, and stormed off to her SUV. The officers took our statements and told us they'd file a report. I helped Grandma into the car. Her cheek was red and tender. Liana dabbed it gently with a cloth from the glove box. You sure you're okay? She asked. I'm fine, she muttered. But something tells me the punch was just her opening move. I didn't like the sound of that. But Evelyn's instincts were rarely wrong. Back at home, Grandma called an old contact retired detective named Phil. She's connected to a homeowners group called Oak Point HOA, she said into the phone. Check if she's popped up before. That night, we found an envelope on the doorstep. A violation notice $100 fine for excessive bumper debris. We'd driven on a dusty road earlier. That was their excuse. We weren't even part of their HOA. Grandma narrowed her eyes. They're testing us, seeing if we'll fold. I tried to laugh it off, but my gut twisted. The next day, we got another notice, this time for non-compliant trash bin placement. It was sitting where it always had. We canvassed the neighborhood. Nearly every elderly homeowner had a horror story, fake citations, threats, intimidation. They fined me $250 for a faded lawn gnome, one man told us. It wasn't even mine. It was my neighbor's. They threatened to place a lien on my home, said another. Liana shook her head. It's not about rules. It's about control. Then came Trevor. He pulled up in an HOA van like he was delivering legal death certificates. Clipboard in hand. Robotic smile. Good afternoon. I'm here regarding your infractions. We don't belong to your HOA, Grandma said. Your area was recently absorbed into our jurisdiction. Funny, she replied, the county never told us. You'll want to resolve these fines promptly. Unpaid fees result in legal action. Grandma leaned in. I'm a retired cop. I know what holds up in court. Try me. Trevor blinked, then offered a stiff nod and left. Grandma said, We're going public. We gathered evidence. Letters. Videos. Statements. Digital copies. Eva Alvarez, a local journalist, agreed to meet us. This could be huge, she said after reviewing the documents. You sure you want to go on record? I was assaulted, Evelyn replied. Then they tried to silence me. We're not backing down. Eva's article dropped 2 days later. It exploded. Local news covered it. Neighbors who had stayed silent came forward. The HOA's reputation crumbled fast. Karen, real name Denise Caldwell, posted a video accusing us of stalking board members and threatening her with cop connections. The comments roasted her. Half believed her. Half knew the truth. A day later, a neighbor, Mr. Gibbs, brought us a recording of Denise threatening him. Pay the fines or we'll have you out by Christmas, her voice hissed through the audio. We handed it all to Eva. Grandma got a call from Phil. Denise's HOA is part of a larger network. Their ringleader? Councilman Richard Belmore. Her eyes narrowed. I've dealt with him before. When Evelyn was still on the force, she'd investigated a real estate fraud ring, scammers using fake citations to force older residents to sell. The case went cold when city officials mysteriously pulled the plug. Now, decades later, the same tactics had returned. This time, Evelyn wasn't alone. The story escalated. Belmore's name was connected to 3 shell companies. HOA fines pressured people into selling cheap and his businesses flipped the homes. Our home was vandalized twice. Windows shattered. A brick thrown with a note, stop or else. We didn't stop. Charles, Grandma's old lieutenant, confirmed, you've got them scared. Then came the bombshell. Eva found documents linking Belmore directly to Denise's HOA. Public grant money was funneled through HOA accounts and into Belmore's firms. Evelyn stared at the papers. He's behind it all. We brought it to the police. Carefully. Quietly. And the right people listened. The night Denise called an emergency HOA meeting, we showed up. She stood in front of a crowd, microphone shaking in her hand. These people are lying, she said. They want to destroy our community. Then why are so many people here with the same story? Evelyn asked from the back. Phones were raised. Video recording. You extorted our neighbors, I said, walking forward. You threatened seniors. You punched me, Evelyn added. And we've got proof. Denise's mask cracked. And then Detective Hanlon stepped forward. Denise Caldwell, you're under investigation for assault, harassment, and conspiracy. Please come with us. Gasps echoed through the room as officers led her away. Karen Denise was finally off the board. Her empire collapsed. 2 weeks later, Belmore was indicted. Today, our street is quieter, peaceful. Notices are gone. People smile again. Evelyn sits on the porch with Liana and me, watching kids ride bikes past our driveway. She sips her tea and says, "Funny thing, one punch in a grocery lot blew the lid off everything." I nod. Never underestimate a pissed-off grandma with a badge. And we laugh because in the end, justice didn't come from courtrooms or politics. It came from standing firm when the world tried to push us down. And Evelyn, she didn't just get the last word. She got her legacy back.